Hello, YouTube. This is Sister Girl coming to you again with book review number 10. And this is the third book in a series of Miss Gretchen. In my 50 book challenge, this is my 7th book. I would like to thank each and every one of y'all for continuing watching my videos. And I just want to tell you that without you continue looking at my videos, I wouldn't be doing this because it would be really useless if no one was watching it. So I really appreciate each and every one that's taking their time out to actually come and view my videos and enjoying them. Okay, so if you haven't got the first two installments of this, you don't know what you're missing. I rate this book 5 out of 5. The other two I rated 4 out of 5. If you haven't seen my videos about the other two before this one, please go back and watch them. It's no spoilers. It's just I don't think you can spoil a book because you're giving pieces, little pieces here, little pieces there, and you can't give everything into details of what might happen. So as I look at different people's videos and stuff, I notice that they say spoilers, but to me they're not spoilers because I want to go read that book to find out exactly what they're talking about and how did that plot happen and things like that, because you can't actually relate. You can relate to what the person's saying, but you can't relate to actually the plot or the characters unless you actually read the book itself. That's how I look at the situation. So I don't think that you can spoil a book unless you're writing it out. But if you're telling it like what we're doing, then I don't think you can. Okay, so where we left off was Miss Gretchen had escaped from the jail. That's where we left off at. So now people has brought up websites following her, auditioning for her, killing people, trying to get in touch with her, and they got T-shirts going on. They have mugs. They have bus tours, things like that. It's just crazy. Some crazy stuff going on. And instead of them trying to find her, they are telling her to run, Gretchen, run, after she done killed all these people. So, so now, since all this is going on, the thing is that Henry and Claire, they was part of the beauty task force. Now, this book picks up where Henry and Claire is a couple. Archie is in the loony bin. Susan is still trying to score that #1 story. She's trying to get a book out the Gretchen story now. And but all these bodies are still turning up. Now we have eyeballs turning up. We have body parts turning up. And they wondering if it's Gretchen work. And it's not, because it's too amateur. I'm looking for the word amateur. It's too amateur for Gretchen work, because Gretchen does some down dirty work, and this is just too easy. Eyeballs coming out. That's not even her style. So they're trying to figure out who is doing this. So Henry goes to Archie to get Archie to see if this first discovery of these eyeballs was at a rest stop and some body parts was at a rest stop. Was this actually Gretchen? But when he seen the work, he said no. He already knew it wasn't her. So he goes back to the loony bin. So the loony bin gives him, because he went from stage 1, 2, and now he's on stage 3. So he have more power that he need, because now he don't have his medication. He just He's just winging it right now because he was going to kill himself. So he figured he was crazy. So he voluntarily went to the loony bin. Okay, so Henry talks to Archie. Archie tells him no, it's not her doing. Okay, so um, Archie decides to check himself out because he finds out that Gretchen is somewhere lurking in one of them walls, and he can't figure out where she's at because he found the phone. He found out that she had one of the orderlies, the nurses, to kill one of the patients after he helped the patient out. So he know that she's lurking somewhere. So he feel that the patients are actually like in danger. So he checks himself out. He goes to Henry's house. Henry tells him it's okay for him to stay there. Susan, in the meantime, Susan is back with her signature hairdo. Now her hair is purple, but before in the other book it was pink. I don't know if I told y'all that. But she loved wearing boots, so she has signature boots. She have different kind of stylish boots and things like that. So she's working the boots and trying to get her story in and things like that. So Susan finds herself waiting every day in the waiting room for Archie to see her, but Archie won't see her in the loony bin. So when Henry tells Archie, okay, well, check yourself out and go to my house, Susan was in the waiting room, so Henry tells her to take Archie to his house. But they don't make it to Henry's house. Where they make it to is to this house where they uncover some more evidence. They get themselves in trouble because Henry had to be called, and Henry is all over them because Archie is not even employed by the cops anymore. He's not. So he's just a regular person. He don't even supposed to be investigating anything. Whatever leads he may get, he need to give to Henry. But Archie is very stubborn. He's just Archie. He's going to do it his way because he think he know Gretchen real good and things like that. So Susan and Archie gets into some more trouble. They find out that from the first evidence, it was videos and stuff, and Archie recognized one of the guys that was in the video. So they go back to Henry's house. Susan says, well, you've been locked up in the loony bin, and you don't know what's going on with this Gretchen stuff. It has gotten deeper since she's been on the run. So Archie asks her to break it down. So she breaks it down to him and tells him they even have websites. People is following her. People are auditioning, things like that. So Archie said, well, show it to me. So Susan shows him the website. He goes in the chat room, finds out it's a meeting going on in the at such time. So they find out that where the address is where Gretchen killed her first victim and let Archie survive. So that's when Archie tells Susan, well, let's meet me back here at such a time. I'm going to sneak out the back, and then you come and get me. So Susan says, okay, let's do this. So Susan, she's always willing to get up and go and get herself in trouble. So when she does this, they meet up at the house where I'm going to say cult, because that's what it is. They're a cult. They wind up having a meeting, and Archie and Susan sneaks up on them, and they did not expect them. But since they know who Archie is, they take it upon themselves to kidnap Archie. They taser him first, and then Susan runs out, gets away, call Henry. When Henry and the task force comes, Henry realized that no one was in the basement where Susan left Archie. I'm going to stop right there. The book gets 5 out of 5 stars. go get your copy. Go get your copies. You should get 3 copies. You should get the first one, Heartsick, Sweetheart, and then Evil at Heart. She has another book out that concludes from this one. The ending is great. I enjoyed the whole entire. I gave the other books 4 out of 5 stars, but this book here I give 5 out of 5 stars because it had me laughing. It was gruesome, but it wasn't so gruesome like the other 2. It was a thriller. It had me on the edge. It was a page turner, but I really and truly enjoyed. It was more of a lighter read because you really felt the character of Archie, his personality, his just everything, and Susan personality, and Henry personality, and Claire. So it was a lot of stuff going on. So I really enjoyed it. This is a rated R book for mature audience only. I do not agree for teens to read this book, but if you know someone that might like this book as a gift, adults, I think you should get it if you know somebody that likes the thrillers. Okay? Now, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for continue looking at my videos. I hope you enjoyed this video and continue reading. I'm really enjoying my 50 book challenge. Okay? Happy reading, everyone, and take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.